A little wet in here. Everybody hear me? Okay, good. I don't know why like one of the speakers, one of the sides of the speakers is good at picking sound up than another, but whatever. This was much easier. Guess the other one was like, I don't know, younger. Wow, only 2 canes. Probably got a cane. Take 4 canes max. Seems nice construction. Paid 3,000 yen for it. I would hope so. All right, so now I'm gonna try to wash these off preliminarily off the shower head. Woo! Okay, we're gonna need to keep it on low. I don't want to splash anything on my computer. You can tell it right there. Probably should I pull my computer more out and just kept the camera in here. We're learning. Oh my goodness, I just realized the lifetime subscription goal for just chatting is not updated. That stinks. Stream Elements should do something like that where you can say, hey, link this goal with every other thing. Because you can copy one source to another. Figure I can just wash everything off like this. That'll scrub the most of it off. Just kind of detach it from the cane real quick, the black stuff. And then I can put it all back in here and just rinse it off again. Yeah, see, most of the black stuff is off. That's good. You don't want to know what mold or mildew or whatever that is. Oh. Oh, I knew it. If I put "don't ask why," people are gonna say ask. People are gonna ask why. What a surprise! So the why is. Apologize for the sound setup. Of course, it's not ideal. So the why is, I have a YouTube, and I am making sugar from sugarcane in my next YouTube video coming up this Sunday. So I managed to acquire sugarcane from a friend of mine. He's actually my kendo instructor. I'm in Japan, by the way. And yeah, he's a sugar cane farmer, so he gave me some sugar cane, and I'm processing it before I can actually boil it. And I put pools, hot tubs, and beaches for the memes. Because I'm more using the streams just to motivate myself to do it than to actually entertain people. So that's why McQuail 2019. But yeah, basically my YouTube is all about trying something new each week, and then yeah, making a video about it. Your old boss brought back sugarcane from his home island and ate it raw. Yeah, I mean I had some. The farmer gave it some to me, like he peeled it off and said, "Here, take a bite out of this." Yeah, I mean I could right now, but obviously I'm washing it all and I don't really want to. Really tough though. You can't really like eat it, swallow it. You can just suck on it. But yeah, it was an interesting experience to be sure. Because the stories I heard, I thought it would be like juices pouring out, but no, it's like it's trapped in there. So usually a sugar mill will like have this industrial machine to grind it all up because it's super tough. If you have eaten it before, I'm sure you know it's super tough. But I don't have a sugar mill, a sugar cane mill, so I can't do that. So another way to do it is to cut it up into small pieces, like so. Put it in a pot, and then boil it. And then once you boil it, it'll slowly kind of leach the sap out of the cane. Now, the guy on the internet did not recommend cutting it or cutting the skin off, but I'm going to do that just to see if I can't encourage a faster withdrawal of sugar. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I live on a remote island, right? As well. So your boss is from an island, so am I right now. And there's not a lot of fun stuff to do. Especially since I live on the most remote city or town on that island. So I'm trying to do this for entertainment, entertain myself. We'll try to liquid sugar, eventually dried sugar crystals. So the guy on the internet who did it this way he only got it down to like a molasses syrup, right? But I'm going to take that a step further, put it in a cake pan, and put it in the refrigerator to hopefully try to dry it out. So I want to make it into liquid sugar crystals because, of course, I'm trying to make sugar. My end goal is to make some caramel popcorn. I bought some white sugar, some brown sugar, and some brown sugar actually from the island, made from the sugar from the island. And I'm going to see if I can't taste the difference in a blind taste test. So we'll see. I mean, part of the whole thing is just trying new things, doing my research, and then seeing how it goes, seeing how it turns out. Sometimes it makes for something really interesting. Sometimes it's really... I failed recently. Recently, I tried to use like AI to write a program for me, and it just was too complicated for the AI to understand, really. So that was kind of a failure. But that's part of the fun. The farmer was like, "Hey, Mickey, welcome in. Yeah, it's something fun. Right? Neat activity to try." That's pretty much my whole YouTube channel. Same name as the Twitch if you're at all interested. Got some cool stuff there. But yeah, he was like, "Do you have any way to crush it?" And I'm like, "I don't know yet." He's like, "You're gonna need to." And I'm like, figuring it out, that's the fun part. He's like, "Okay." Wait, what's that? Sugar. Indeed. I'm kind of surprised one person actually showed up. But I am kind of doing something unique here. Probably not what most of the people are expecting to see when they go to pools, hot tubs, and beaches. But hey, that's fine. I'm doing this more for motivation than anything. On a few of my other videos, like making a garden, I did a whole stream where I just like tilled the soil. Took my yard, which was full of weeds, and then I tilled the soil with it, just on stream, so that I got a nice little time lapse to put in the video. I feel like I did that with one of my other videos too, where I set up the stream and as motivation. It's not like I have a high viewer count anyway, so it's not like I'm going to be tanking my views. It's not like I need to protect my viewer average at all. I got like an average of 2 viewers, something like that around there, past 30 days. Anyway, is it McQuails or McQualls? McQualls. Okay, I'm too far away. I can't read. Ugh. So how's life been for you? Glad I managed to catch your eye. WTF is this category? First time browsing Twitch categories? Yeah, so actually there's a story. Yeah, I've been on Twitch for a few years here. I'm not a huge watcher. I stream a lot. I've streamed consistently for the past couple of years. And I actually have been around since the creation of this category. And I am not the kind of people that you will see in this category. So how this category was made, in the Twitch rules, because I was a good boy. I read the terms of service, I read the guidelines before I ever started streaming. And the guidelines on like nudity and stuff like that, and like inappropriate clothes, the whole point was like obviously they don't want you to try to sell your, like, it's not a porn site, right? They don't want people dressing up in no clothes, and they also don't want people streaming like in their underwear, right? Because in that case, you're clearly just trying to snag views based on that. So in the terms of service, it said, hey, you can't wear anything that is not appropriate for the situation that you're doing. And one of the exceptions was if you're on a beach, of course, or like, in a pool, of course, if you wear a bikini, like whatever, because that is an appropriate place, an appropriate public place to wear a bikini. So one of a few streamers, I think the big one was Amaranth. I don't know how she wants to pronounce it. And she said, "Okay, wait a minute. If I can wear a bikini in the beach, that's basically like streaming in my underwear. I can corner that market of people that want to see spicy content, as the term was." So what she did was she would just stream normal stuff, like whatever she normally would stream, but she would just be in a hot tub wearing a bikini. And of course, that attracted a lot of people who only wanted to see a streamer wearing a bikini. Now, whether you agree whether you think that is going against the spirit of the law, or if that's a genius marketing move, whatever. I'm not here to discuss that. But what that ended up doing was a hat is a questionable choice for a bathtub. Yeah, okay. It's because I'm out of the. It keeps the heat in. But yeah, well, regardless of how you think about it, it kind of started this trend where a lot of streamers, predominantly, female streamers, would do whatever it was that they were doing, and usually they would be pushing the limits of what was appropriate to wear on stream. But they found out, oh, if you just do it in a hot tub, then bada bing, bada boom, you can get away with it. So what ended up happening was, because there were so many complaints that, hey, like, just chatting is flooded with sexual streamers, a lot of people who just want to chat with a streamer and go to just chatting see a whole bunch of sexualized, spicy content streamers, and they're like, that's not what I want to see. So what they did was they made this category. If you are streaming in this category, then you are allowed to wear the bikinis and stuff or whatever. So sometimes there are other channels as well that stream under this category. For example, there's like an aquarium that has a live stream of their otters or whatever, and it's just pools, hot tubs, and beaches, stuff like that. So that's the story of how this came about. So the reason why I was like, most people probably aren't expecting content like mine. The majority of the content, from what I understand, I have not checked recently. I don't know. Maybe the meta changed. But the majority of the content that I have seen here is, or seen about here, is spicy content. So that's why. Thank you for coming to my history of Twitch. Unfortunately, I do not own a bikini. I have not located one, had the chance to locate one ever since moving to this rural, remote island last year. There's just chatting, there's pools, hot tubs, beaches. There's also food and drink. I used to stream in the food and drink category back in America. I would stream every Sunday. I would stream a cooking stream. Why am I sugarcane's not in a bikini? Like I said, I haven't been able to find one. Right? But if you really want that spicy content, I'm going to be undressing them later, so stick around for that. Washing them off, and then I'll be peeling off their outer layer. You know what I mean? So if anyone's curious, I'm Carl the Pumpkin Man, and I moved to Japan last what was it? July? Yeah. So I can teach English, first ever job, fresh out of college. Managed to snag one. I'm living on an island called Tanegashima, And I'm not afraid to tell you where that is because I doubt any of you would have the ability to actually get here. Undressing them, chopping them up, boiling them alive. That is the case. So I don't know if they're, maybe the cells are still alive. They're probably still alive. And, cells are probably still alive. Teach math where at. Obviously, I'm teaching English. So, do it through the JET program. If you got a person from a remote island, are you also in Japan? Wouldn't that be nice? I attended math class a couple times at the middle school. I was bored during free times, and I said, "Hey, can I go to the math class?" Math, I can understand. Charter school in the U.S. Gotcha. Math is the same in all languages, pretty much. Figures were the same. I was pretty good at it. I still remember my stuff. Doing like trigonometry. Now I've found things to do regarding YouTube, which I'm surprised that they let me do. Because how my situation is, I'm a JET. I'm through the JET program, the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. And what that is it's a program where they receive applicants of native English speakers. So Americans, Brits, Aussies, people from South Africa, Ireland, all places. Anywhere that speaks English natively. You grew up in an English household and you graduated from college, 4-year degree at least, you officially are eligible to apply. Teach a lot of students who speak Spanish. Interesting. Yeah, I was there. I still did it. I had to have the teacher point me in the right direction because I didn't understand the instructions sometimes, but I was like, oh, I know what this is. Math is math. Why would they change math? They didn't. So, what you do is you apply. You apply in like November. I applied in like November of 21, and it takes a whole year to get through the process, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. They have, it's an interesting program because it does not require any teaching experience, nor does it require any Japanese proficiency. Like it's a position built for that, just to send you to Japan. So if you're looking to learn Japanese, it's lovely. And apparently, I mean, they said that it would not boost your chances if you were proficient or if you had experience with education, but I probably helped that I went to school for Japanese education. So what they do is they interview a bunch of people and they take their picks, and then Japanese schools will say, hey, we want one of your JETs, your assistant language teachers. And then the JET program says, okay, here you go, here's one. And then they kind of negotiate the contract and stuff. And then so now I work in Japan. And then when my contract is up, it's a yearly basis where if they like me, they can offer me the chance to sign back up. And I can do that for 3 years. And if they really like me, I can do it for up to 5. But then after that, it's like they want, to cycle more people through cultural exchange and all that. So they say, okay, here you go. Your time's up. Thank you. And then when I move out, for example, the next JET for my town will move in to this very house. And when I moved in, the last JET moved out. And that's how it goes. That'll be go. 2 more. Travel to other countries to teach. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I the biggest thing that I was doing was like coming out of college. I was a resident assistant in college, which was a very good experience. You know, I got to meet a lot of people, expanded my horizons, all that good stuff. And but one of the problems was because I got my uh, not my tuition free, my housing free. I never really had to go grocery shopping or do any of that for myself because it was just covered for me. So that, double edged sword right there. So I was like, frick, I graduated from college in the middle of a pandemic, of course. I don't have any, I was not able to go to a career fair or anything. So I was kind of like dropped off. I had no next step. So I just applied to this program because I know this program takes care of you. So like the things that it includes, it guarantees a certain pay and it guarantees a position. And it also guarantees that um, you have a place to live. So when the contracting organization is guaranteed to provide a place to live for me, for every gym. We get training and stuff, and they offer us courses in Japanese. Although I started taking one and I gave up because it was difficult to understand. It was just like not worth it, not worth my time. It was much more worth my time signing up for like some other thing, some other online tutoring thing, and paying the money than trying to force my way through really clunky thing like that. But hey, if I keep up my studies on the track that I am, I'm looking to be like have the same kanji, which is the Chinese complicated characters, same kanji proficiency as a high schooler, high school graduate ish by the end of the calendar year. So that's awesome. Let's get my grammar hits. Certainly was a scary experience, though. Like I said, I majored in Japanese and education, so I was like, he's still in my realm. Even though, I'm leaving America, I'm still like, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. It's just in a different country. But like, there are some people, literally zero Japanese experience, literally zero Japanese proficiency, and I'm like, you, sir, are braver than I could ever be. All right, we're gonna turn it up a little bit. I cannot turn it on full blast; it'll start spraying out and get all over my electronics. That would be bad. My sponge. Oh no. No, 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 no. Spray my pants. Frick. These are white. Are they see-through? Don't look. It was like ever so slowly turning back up. I can probably wash. Oh no. There's a couple hiding from me. I'm not done. All right, is it not see-through? Great. Go. So when I went to the guy's farm, he had two tools. It looked like a hoe, except it was a typical garden hoe. Except it was like small and it was like this long, so it was like a hand thing, and it was sharp. And when he used that to chop the cane off at its roots. And then he had this sickle with like a C shape on its head. So it was a sickle with a C shape. And so he used the blade part of the sickle to chop the canes in half. Yeah, that's a good Brody. Because apparently the top of the cane does not have a high sugar content at all. Whoa, that was dangerous. That's okay. That's might actually be a problem. Why does it dry my hands? Okay. Dry end with like a bunch of dirt in it. Where's sponge go? There it is. Okay. Oh, all right. For real though. For real now. Should be able to wash all this gunky off. No, no problem. You're heading out. I stream more. I don't usually stream sugarcane bathtub stuff. I play video games and stuff. Feel free to check out my YouTube. Same name as my Twitch. If not, thanks for coming. Have a wonderful day. All right, this sugar cane's looking a lot better. I got this polished bamboo. My caramel corn is the best thing ever. I do too. I'm making 5 different batches. I'm making it with white sugar, brown sugar, store-bought like normal brown sugar, the fancy brown sugar I bought from the tourist shop that was made from the sugar cane on the island, and Peeps. I'm gonna melt some Peeps down, some Christmas Peeps, because I have some and I don't like Peeps. So why not? Should record my. Oh, it's gonna be on there. No, don't. Wednesday, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Japan time, which is like what 8 a.m. Eastern now, Eastern U.S. time. Like the whole vid's gonna be on there. From I got a video of the guy harvesting the thing for me. I got video of like I recorded washing one of them before. I'm gonna include the recipe for the caramel corn. Like, don't you worry. Like I said, I mean, I'm serious. I'm proud of my YouTube. My Twitch, it's kind of hard to be proactive when there's no one in chat. You're slightly invested now. I mean, like I said, Twitch, it's hard to be really entertaining the whole time when, there's no one to talk to in chat. For those times, it's tough. But YouTube, it's nice because I can just record me at my finest. I can edit it all up. Then I can post it for all posterity. Check it out. I got a whole bunch of other stuff too. I entered a kite flying competition here. I did not win, but I made my own kite. I entered the competition. I made my own garden here. What else have I done? I had a lovely conversation with AI. Got frustrated last week. That was my longest one. I made pumpkin bars out of Japanese pumpkins. Let's see, what other stuff? I explained logical fallacies in regard to something someone said about a video game. Okay. So what's the best way to do it? I guess I've got my potato peeler. Just I guess I just let it fall. Try to just peel my leg. My leg hair's coming up. New vids every week. You do a little premiere. It's so fun. You can watch them on YouTube together. So the guy on the internet did not peel with the potato peel. Like, you didn't peel the skin off. You just boiled them. Like, you just used a pair of pruning shears to cut them up into little small pieces like this. And then he did not bother skinning them. He just washed them. But I'm hoping for two things skinning them. One, if there's anything that I was unable to wash off, it will help get rid of the most of it by peeling it. I did want to wash it beforehand because I didn't want to, get any fungus or mold or anything that's trying to grow on the outside of them there. That would be gross. But then the other reason is I'm hoping that it will decrease the time that it takes to boil by allowing the water more avenues to withdraw the actual sugar syrup from it, the sugary sap. Because this is really sweet. If you ever made maple syrup, you know that the syrup isn't sweet. Or that the sap isn't sweet, rather. But, like, if I were to eat this right now. So loud. Like, if I just. Ah, that's sweet. Alright, what am I doing with the shaved ones? Huh. Huh. I'll span them. It's spanning the edge of the. Okay, but not all of them are long enough for that. Oh well. I don't. I think they might be a little green, a little young. The farmer was making it seem like they were a little tough to cut. I'm not too worried about getting them all completely cut. Time is it 1:40 p.m. I'm gonna need a shower after this. Holy cow! Yeah, it's very woody. It's like wood. They eat wood chips. Not that I would know. We got a process going now. Now cutting is going to be interesting. Stretch my puppies out. Probably not going to be too bad that they're kind of bumping into my bare feet. Picking up? Okay, now I have a sound filter on my voice. This is probably not picking up. This is good advertising. I wonder what happens if I turn the sound filter off. You probably hear the fan, which I do not want. What if I turn the fan off? Let's do that. So if I go into this, filters, noise suppression. Yeah, you can hear the fan, but I turn the fan off. You can hear the You can just hear the fans of the computer. Scratch that. Let's turn that back on. I just wanted it so that people could hear me. Get some ASMR going. I wonder if this is gonna wreck my potato peeler. feel like I'm one bad swing away from just wrecking this thing, just completely blowing it up, destroying it. I'm liking the pace of this. I'm just gonna make sure I don't dig too deep or I get clogged up. I don't want to dig too deep either. I don't want to waste any of the cane. Gotta make sure I get the right angle. Getting sticky. Slowly but surely, we're processing. Can I do this? Eh. Oh boy. What's this loop for? Hanging it? I don't even know. I didn't really remember from the video I watched. I'm like, is it this hard? Is it this like tough? The guy in line? They have less time to grow in like Florida or whatever because you gotta harvest them before the first frost. Whereas like here, like basically was no frost. pile of them. I throw, okay, these ropes here are garbage. Everything else is compostable. And you can bet your body I will be composting this all. Come on, get off. You're cramping my style. They invented like some blade or something based off of rat's teeth that gnashed together to sharpen themselves. And they made it so it was like a blade that a cooking blade or something that never dulled. Like the act of cutting things, that like cut at a certain angle, or the act of cutting things sharpened it as well, or something somehow. I don't know. So supposedly, the deeper it goes, the more juicy it is. This one's sprouting roots. Is this the juiciest you can get? Deep wound there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm curious. Like I said, the root ones, like you cut off the top. The top is juicy. Oh, shoot. Hmm. Well, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Wow. There we go. Oh boy. I'm like maybe halfway done. Jeez. I gotta chop them up. That part's gonna be rough. Like how my voice filter only sometimes sort of filters out whistling. There's only one thing that I know how to do well, and above and only you only should do what you know how to do well, and that's be you. Be what you're like. Be like yourself. You know, some of these I could probably get to root again, maybe. But I won't. Do the next couple pieces. I don't want to wash this off, to be honest. I don't want to risk washing all the sugar out. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. You should have gotten some music on here. It's copyrighted or whatever, that's fine. Audio gets muted. Oh my god. It's a big boy. It's long. Long! Long! Longest one yet. Boy. 3 more after this one. I wonder if this is thinking 7,000 steps. I think it's my watch thinks I'm taking steps. Interesting. My nama nama, ooh my nama nama nama, my nama nama, ooh my nama nama nama. I used to sit at home with evil all day, but now there's someone always trying to get in my way. Yeah, there's someone in my life that doesn't want me to exist. And I feel fine because I have a nemesis. Cause I hate him and he hates me. What a wonderful animosity. Except for his hat, he wears no clothes. Now I have someone to uphold. Yeah, I got a nemesis. Call. Gun caught. There's a real short boy. break here. Cleanup break. Oh God. Hmm. Ah, screw it. Just do this. I'll clean that up later. Ugh. The other thing I was wondering, okay, that's probably like cutting through a knot. I probably don't want to do that. At least in theory, even if they dry out, should look it all stay. Oh God. Jesus. Violence. See, what if I did something like, I don't know. And split it in two, you know? Hmm. Yeah, that's dangerous. Hold on, let me get a cutting board. Ah. Actually, if I do this, I'll just do this, can't I? Yeah, okay. Awesome. And I'm assuming this is a lot easier to cut. Nice. If I have like a hole that I can just push this down into, that'd be awesome. Like if I did something like this. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I should have sharpened my knife before this. Easier to cut. Hmm. That doesn't work. That's not good, Patrick. Not good. Woo! Yeah, that's dangerous. I need to not do that. You know, it's kind of interesting. A dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Hmm. I'm like straight up juicing it right now. It's not what I want. Not yet, anyway. This is much better. It's safer too. Putting this brain. There we go. Oh, hold the brain right now. Remember that game Kerplunk? Just what happened. Pop off the side. Lovely. Love that for me. Hmm. Nice and slowly. Slowly and safely. Please tell me I didn't just poke a hole right through the lining of the bathtub. Let's see. So because these are smaller, I'm gonna chop all of these up anyway. I'm thinking put all these big pieces that are not split into halvesies in the pot. Then, or in the bag. Then all the halvesies ones will put. Trying to cut through them. Not. It's a node. Not a good idea. My forearm's gonna be jacked. Ow. Luckily the blade, it wasn't the blades, it was the back pinched my abdomen. Yeah, I feel like it should be soft like this. I don't know. Maybe some of these just aren't ready. I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's kind of like corn. Try to do the extra thin ones because the smaller the pieces, the less space there will be in between. Means there's more sugar cane you can put in. But yeah, I think this is the last one I'm trying to put in here. There we go. There's that. Hello. Your name is Vitor. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? I'm happy to almost be done. I'm in the last stages of processing this uh, sugar cane. Vitor Hugo. Why does it sound like something that I should know? Where am I from? I'm from America, but I'm currently living in Japan. And reason why I'm sitting in a bathtub processing sugar cane because I'm making a YouTube video about making sugar. So the plan right now is to chop all these up into small little pieces so I can boil them and extract all the sugar. Where are you from? And how are you? Where are my manners? Woo! Brasilia. You're from Brazil. Gotcha. Oh, wait, from Brasilia? Like the Brasilia is the capital of Brazil, right? Am I going crazy? Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah. I have a question about Portuguese, if you are knowledgeable. Is the R, is it, if you see an R in Portuguese, do you pronounce it as like an H sound in English? Like, heh? Like the only American who's smart? Come on, don't be mean. There's plenty of smart Americans. I never studied Portuguese. I studied Japanese, which is why I'm living in Japan right now. That's my foreign language. I'm not fluent yet, but I'm good. Okay. So, for example, the reason why I'm asking, I play a game called Dead by Daylight, and the newest set of characters are from Brazil. And there's two characters. A girl spelled, her name is spelled Thalita. And I'm pretty sure I know that it's not Thalita, it's Talita. And then the boy's name is spelled Renato. Now, in the Japanese version, it's Renato. Renato. That's the Japanese version. But I've heard some people saying it's pronounced Renato or Renato. All right, which one's right? The H or the R? Is it spelled with an R sound or an H sound if you were to write it in English? Renato. Okay, nice. Cool. Because in Japanese, his name is not Renato, or Renato. It's Renato, which I was like, well, if it's an H sound, it should be an H sound in Japanese. But I'm wondering if that was intentional or if the translation team just did not know what they were doing. Do I play with Noed or do I really know how to play? I don't really play killer. When I do, I don't rely on Noed. That's the name of it in Japanese. Yeah, I play Motion Survivor. I like to fix things. I do like to fix things, but why do you say that? Oh, generators. Okay. I was gonna say I do like fixing things, but what repair generators? I mean, the repairing the generators part isn't the most fun. But I mostly play Survivor because when I stream Dead by Daylight, I like to allow people to play. So, yeah, it's a lot better that way. Kind of hard to let people play with when killer. I'll play killer if I can get 5 friends, 5 people, including myself. Yeah, it's also kind of stressful to play killer. The whole 1 versus 4 thing. With Survivor. What? I'm out of bags? Not good. Alright, hold up. I gotta grab more containers. I'll be right back. Didn't know it was on my last bag. Ah. do I do for a living? I am an English teacher here in Japan. Ugh. Yep, I teach English to students anywhere from 6 years old to 14. I did it. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you are not familiar with Japanese. 誰に愛している？なんでそうと言った？ But thank you for coming. And I appreciate the positive emotion. A message? Who was messaging me at this hour? An email? Oh. Teletash just followed me. That's what the email I just got. Thank you again. Do I have a nice grip? Yes. What am I doing? So, what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sugar for my YouTube video. And so what this is sugar cane, which is where a lot of sugar comes from. If you live in Brazil, I would imagine most of your sugar comes from sugar cane. In most southern, or close to the equatorial areas, rather. That's where sugar comes from. In more polar areas, so northern in the north hemisphere and southern in the south hemisphere, we get sugar from sugar beets more often. So what this involves is usually in a factory, what you would do is they would grind this all up and get juice out of it and then process it from there. But it's very hard. Like you can see, I cut it in half because it was very hard for me to cut it even with pruning shears normally. So what I'm going to do is boil it. So you saw it at the start, I got my pot of water. Whew. I got my pot of water, my pot, and I'm going to fill that with water and then boil it. And what that's going to do is extract the syrup from the cane. Pastel sugar cane juice, caldo de cana. Nice. Oh, what was it? Yeah. Because in America, or not where I'm from in Michigan, it's a northern part of the U.S. So I don't really know if you can get sugar beet juices as easy as it is to get sugar cane juice. I don't really hear about that. I hear about sugar cane juice and cane syrup, right? You don't really hear about sugar beet syrup. And the reason I'm doing it in my bathtub is because it's the easiest place to clean up. I mean, I knew I was going to get sugar juice everywhere. So what I've been doing is I took the original stalks, and then I cleaned them off, and then I washed them off, peeled them, cut them in half, and then now I'm cutting the thing. Ask you something, anything. All right, what is your favorite dish in Brazil that is special to Brazil, and how do you make it? I'm interested in cooking. Yeah, although there's a lot of stuff like cheese. I can't get good cheese down here. It's bedtime for you? Alright, well, if you play Dead by Daylight, I do stream with Dead by Daylight as well, so I do open lobbies. Should be not bedtime. But hey, thank you for following. Woo! Okay, you can't hear that, right? My radio's going off in the calisthenics. I am not going to have enough space for this. Just simply am not. Whoa. Yeah, just do not have enough containers to fit all this stuff. I might just have to cut them in. Once this fills up, cut them in half, and I don't know. I don't know. Luckily, even if they dry out, I mean, sugar shouldn't evaporate, right? Should turn into a gas and leave. Well, that's that filled up. I guess the last thing I'm gonna do is cut all these in half. And then I'll figure out later what we're gonna do with them. big. Okay. Oh, none of my cleanup yet, so I'll spare you all that. So, if anyone is still watching and is interested in seeing the final project, it'll be this Sunday, Sunday night, my time, so in American time, Sunday morning. Okay. I guess my bot just does not want to, hello? Custom bot name? Yes. Send test message? Okay, anyway, YouTube is in the description. That's highly frustrating. If I do that. Yep, I have no idea why it is not behaving. Anyway, YouTube in the description. Yeah, this Sunday morning for American types. But if you, yeah, check it out. I'll clean up next. Hope you enjoy it.